coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
They go play action. Trubisky. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Switch. Show it up. Check 50. Whip. Watch the whip. Under 10. 10.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
So don't say nothing. Check 9. Check. Look. Squeeze. Say. Check. Yes.
They run the counter with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Under crunch. Yo, go. Shit. Check it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Stand up. Hey. Out.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Hey, zoom. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the safety creep. Check safety. Check 90. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Weeks. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, Charlie. You got 3 down, 3 down. 58, right over there. Right
2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Leo, He's checking. Crash. No. Off.
Step. From the gun, Weeks. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
24 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 8, Reed. I know he ain't got it. Pilot, 64, Weeks. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the edge. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yep. 52.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the run. Check. Gone. Check. 52's the mic. Know your job.
Here's a second and 7. And that is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Weeks. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Back. Kill, kill, kill.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
15 line. Here we go, here we go. X3, 218, chopper.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weeks. Now they go screen. It's complete. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, crunch. Check.
Now.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Why? Get wide.
Go.
45 to Mike.
Smooth.
Sweetheart. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Check 52.
Joker.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Weeks. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Push him back.
General West.
Watching your five. Watch twist. Tight dog.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Weeks. It's complete to Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weeks. That's to Cook out of the backfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Check 24. Hey, check 24.
You're out.
Tighten up.
Bravo. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Weeks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Throwing on first down. Weeks. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Weeks. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On the set.
Check, 45 the mic. Blue down. Jam. SOS.
Ready to go.
SOS.
Throwing on third and long. Weeks. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
Whoosh. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The throw complete to Dorsett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, 18. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, Haywood.
On third down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Go.
58 to Mike.
Man, that's trash.
On first and 10, Weeks. And Diggs has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
Tight right. Alert. 3 down.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Weeks. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
We got 4.
Hey, wahoo.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Kill. Turn it up.
Hard. Ready.
Throwing on third and long. Weeks. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Go.
On first down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Echo.
Let's get off the field, D.
Slam. 49. Check 49. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Weeks. This will be caught inside the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Squeeze.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
45, 45. Hey. 45. Let's go. 2.
Back to throw. Weeks toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Trubisky will throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing. Look at me. Zipper. Whip. Watch the whip. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 9, check 9. Let go.
A toss to Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
Looking to throw. Weeks. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Yep.
No. Me. Shit. Check it out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weeks. The left side caught by Diggs. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check.
Out. Watch the safety creep.
Check safety. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey! Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here I come again.
6-6, pull it high.
58's the
Go.
58's the money.
Watch the
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So with that need 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.